All right, so if we're building an outdoor TV cabinet, first thing that we're gonna need are 2 pieces of pressure treated plywood that are the exact same size. One is gonna serve as as your door, and the other is gonna serve as the backing. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. I already started to hang one of my 2x6s up, but essentially you're gonna place one of those pressure treated pieces of plywood on the back of whatever it is that you're securing it to. Next, you wanna secure your 2x6s all the way around the entire perimeter. Now we take the other piece of plywood that is the same size as the other one. We have semi-attached to the hinges on this side. We're gonna flip it over, create the design, and go from there. Now I'm simply laying out the design on top of the plywood. This is gonna be the front, hinges on the back, and the design is on the front since I want it to match that. We are simply laying out the 1x6s here, and then we will cut this door straight down the middle so that it fits perfectly. Now I'll screw down the rest of these hinge screws. You could attach these after the fact or do it like I did. Either one, doesn't matter. Now, our goal isn't to make this waterproof, but rather water resistant. So what I've done is I closed the doors and then outlined with chalk where the border or where the header lines up with the door so that I can put another piece of trim all around and then caulk it at the top, and that'll help prevent anything that's coming down from up here. Now that we've got the trim on the inside of the door marked out, we can go ahead and caulk all the way up here and across there as to try to prevent as much water coming through here as possible. Since we are outside, I am using this Supreme silicone, which is 100% waterproof, meant for windows and doors, and I was actually quite happy with it. Now, I wasn't planning on using this, but I actually found some window seal. And since it doesn't stick and adhere to the wood, I just put some wood glue on it. But we are going to fix it to the top here to also help prevent any water intrusion coming down, in addition to the roof covering over the top of it. All right, so I stuck it to the top here, and you can see that still closes, but we got a nice tight, hopefully watertight seal. So we'll have the wood protection on the top, the window seal from here, as well as the silicone in this trim piece here, hopefully preventing as much water as we can getting in. Now that we've got the inside taken care of, I'm going to put some of this peel and stick roofing material over the top to help protect this joint here. This is what it looks like. It's very sticky. All right, so this is on. I had actually put a second layer over here. I don't think I needed to, but just to make sure that it's running down and out the back and not coming this way towards the TV. Next, I hammered down a few shims to give myself a little bit of a pitch for when we put the final 2x4 on top that will extend up over the entire cabinet. All right, so now we've got a 1x6 on top, creating a quote-unquote roofing system that is sloped backwards just slightly, and this is the entrance, if you will, to the TV cabinet. So anything driving down should be pretty heavily protected. It's also important to go back and caulk or silicone any type of hole that you have put in the top of this to make sure that no Also, I did have my electrician run waterproof boxes, and we are going to fill this with some great stuff as well to make sure no moisture, animals, pests can get in there. And that's it, folks. We still have a little bit of finishing left to do with filling some screw holes as well as some finishing holes. We added the handles to it here, and I still have to stain it. But outside of that, and add a latch. I had one up here, but I didn't like it, so we took it off. I also used my brad nailer to attach a few more pieces of trim around the exterior border of the doors.